Tonight is a poignant moment. Our dear beloved Nagendra-san is wrapping up his 15 stellar years at Bosch. And at the end of this month, we will officially wish him well on his next big adventure. They say every journey has an end, but it's never easy to let go of someone who is so beloved. It's tough to think that so soon we won't spot him in his usual cabin or see him engrossed with his technical books or making him chit-chat during chai. This gathering is our chance to reflect, honor, and celebrate his achievements, his camaraderie, and his legacy. Today, let's send him off with love and joy so he greatly deserves.
He's not just any colleague. He's one of our most charismatic, warm-hearted members, and sure saying goodbye isn't fun. But the silver lining is he'll get to spend more time with his friends and family. Now let's shift gears and give a thunderous, cheerful welcome to our guest of honor, Nagendra-san. Suresh, could you please invite him on stage? And everyone, let's hear those big applause and cheers echo again.
Sir, center of the seat. Center Gugu. Center Gugu. Yeah, thank you. Small cheer and great welcome make for a merry feast. Tonight, that's our motto. We are grateful to all our distinguished guests who make this night even brighter. With joy, I invite Edgar to welcome our guest of honor and present him with a bouquet. Thank you, Edgar.
Now let's talk about Nagendra, a true legend among us. 15 years at Bosch since 2010. The stories he could tell us. Let me tell you, there are quite a few. He's navigated challenges, inspired us, and basically helped shape our entire journey. Summing up his contributions in just a few minutes is pretty much impossible. Now prepare yourselves to be inspired as we walk you through his personal and professional highlights through a video.
Nagendra sir, can you take your seat there so you can watch the video?
Today, we gather to celebrate not just a retirement, but a remarkable journey that spans decades of excellence, innovation, and dedication. This is the story of Mr. Nagendra, whose life reflects the perfect blend of professional achievement and personal integrity. From his beginnings in Mysore to his distinguished contributions on the global stage, his journey is a true inspiration for all who believe in perseverance and lifelong learning. Nagendra's story begins in Mysore, where he was born on the 27th of September, 1965. His father, Subba Rao, soon moved the family to Ranchi for work, and that's when Nagendra's childhood unfolded, in the heart of what is now Jharkhand. He grew up in a time when India was passing through uncertainty, with events like the national emergency shaping the mood of the country. He first studied in local schools, and later at St. Xavier's School in Ranchi, where his discipline and curiosity began to shine. By 1981, after completing his matriculation, he returned to Mysore, reconnecting with his family's hometown. But at the heart of his journey was his father. Subba Rao wasn't just a parent, he was Nagendra's role model, shaping his principles and showing him what it meant to live with integrity, humility, and resilience. His father's lessons continue to remind him to stay grounded. Back in Mysore, he continued his studies at Maramalappa Junior College and, in 1984, stepped into the National Institute of Engineering. Those years at NIE shaped his technical mind and built his foundation in mechanical engineering. When he graduated in 1988, Nagendra was eager to prove himself, and his professional journey began soon after. His first step into the world of engineering was at BML in Kola Goldfields, starting in 1989. Here, he worked in the structural engineering lab, handling fatigue testing, strain gauge data, and photoelasticity. Surrounded by earth movers, dumpers, excavators, and even military vehicles, Nagendra explored the very strength of machines. Outside of work, he was known as the young, cool guy with long hair, carrying an easy confidence and what many called the American dream in his spirit. That dream became real when, in 1996, he traveled to the United States to pursue his master's in engineering. Specializing in dynamics and vibrations, he contributed to remarkable projects at NASA's George Marshall Space Flight Center in Alabama. There, he worked on isolating vibrations for experiments designed for Boeing's space station rack in microgravity. From Ranchi to Mysore, and now to NASA. It was a journey that showed just how far curiosity and dedication could take him. But the story didn't end there. In 2001, Nagendra's path led him to Japan, where he began what he fondly calls his Japan adventure. For nearly a decade, he worked with Transcosmos Japan, and during those years, he was stationed at some of the most iconic companies in the world: Toyota, Denso, Nissan, and Mitsubishi. He even contributed to the Boeing 787 wing design project. Japan changed him in ways he never expected. The free-spirited youngster with long hair slowly transformed into a sharp, neatly dressed professional. Surrounded by a culture that prized diligence, hard work, time discipline, hierarchy, and a never-give-up attitude, he shed his funky, carefree image and embraced a new way of living with precision and purpose. Amidst this chapter of his career, life blessed him personally too. In November 2001, he married Vani, and 2 years later, in June 2003, they welcomed their daughter Swathi, who today has built a career of her own as a consultant with KPMG. In 2010, Nagendra returned to India and joined Bosch in Bengaluru. For 15 years, he led the simulation team in the engineering pump division. Through self-learning and persistence, he built and nurtured the team, developing guidelines, solving complex problems, and contributing deeply in areas like fluid dynamics, thermodynamics, and structural simulations. Whether it was root cause analysis or design improvements, Nagendra left his mark on nearly every pump and injector project that came through Bosch. More importantly, he became a mentor, guiding young engineers and sharing the knowledge he had gathered over decades. Beyond his professional achievements, Nagendra has always been a man of varied passions. He loves history, especially the turning points of World War and the Cold War, and he enjoys exploring new geographies, cultures, and languages. He finds joy in Western guitar riffs, classical music, and in collecting fine things: watches, books, stationery, and elegant clothing. These passions show a side of him that is thoughtful, curious, and deeply connected to both art and life. Today, as Nagendra steps into retirement, we look back at a journey that has spanned continents and industries. From the mines of Jharkhand to the classrooms of Mysore, from the labs of BEML to the space programs in America, from the automotive giants of Japan to the innovation hubs of Bosch in India. His life has been one of dedication, learning, and excellence. This may be the close of a professional chapter, but it is far from the end of his story. Retirement simply opens the door to a new journey, one where he can continue to explore, create, and inspire. We are surely going to miss your lively Japanese classes and those much-loved cake parties that brought everyone together. Happy retirement, Nagendra Sensei. Your journey will always remain an inspiration to all who know you.
Wow, what a wonderful trip down memory lane. Being part of Nagendra San's story is truly special. Now, let's hear some kind words from our ENP, Edgar.
Check, check, check. So once again, good evening, Nagendra. Uh, After listening to your past history, there's so much that is actually there for a person to accomplish, and I think you have touched so many topics from BEML to the countries, to the companies, big companies in their prime in Japan, so much that it really inspires many people, many youngsters. Although I had a very short time with you, I think the little time what we got, I could see the technical side that you always had, very precise thought process and an execution of. What I was very much impressed is I was always looking to see that we get some sort of collaboration with China. And when the topic came of the China CBX pump, there was something that Germany said China cannot do, and they were not able to get the answers right, and they wanted to know how India can help in figuring this out. And since I knew Nagendra was there, I told Fabian, Jonas, let's give it a shot. Let's try to put Nagendra on this topic. And believe me, first of all, he at least opened the discussions with China on simulations. They were quite closed. They had a thought process that their design was complete and whatever they had done is the right thing and no more topics, and Germany had to listen to them. But I think Nagendra's intervention first is in communication and then showing that we had some stuff with us, not that India is just blabbering something. And then eventually they at least came to equal terms. Maybe we didn't make much progress on the project, but at least for them to hear us out, I think this is one of the biggest occasions, or at least the achievement that at least the team here was able to communicate and send a word to Germany and China. So I thank you very much for that one particular incident, but also your guitar riffs, your various interests. I remember you introduced those topics as you introduced yourself to me when I came newly into the department. It is such a broad spectrum of hobbies and interests that you have. So please continue with it. And as in the video it is mentioned, retirement from so many interesting things that you have done is not the end of the journey. It is just the beginning of a new journey. So your contribution in simulations and design over this period, it was one of the backbones with which Bosch is actually standing today. Bosch products are really technologically quite advanced. We have been able to serve our customers with products that they are also quite happy about. This is all possible because of you and seniors like you. So thank you very much for the impression that you have given. I am also happy that the youngsters see such individuals and they will definitely be inspired. So thank you for this inspiration that you are leaving. And also thank you for your family who have actually supported you, that you are able to contribute so many 15 years in Bosch and the many other things around. So I wish you a good journey. Enjoy yourself the rest of the life that you have. I know you'll be having many other good ideas to do, and probably also travel to Japan and US once again. Relive those moments and also continue to hold the flag hanging high. Thank you very much.
Hello. Thank you. Thank you, Edgar. Hello.
Thank you, Edgar, for your gentle and inspiring words. I now request you to hand over a small memento which depicts Nagendra's support across product areas. Nagendra sir, would you please mind coming to the stage? Nagendra, please.
Sir, have your
request you
seat.
to continue being seated.
Yeah, thank you, Edgar. Up next, a heartfelt message from our Bhaskaran. I would ask you to say some words about Nagendra. Over.
Good evening. First of all, thank you very much to invite me for this. Thank you very much to invite me for this function. It's purely because it was Nagendra's farewell function. I said I will come. Of course, DPF is also very much in my heart. Yeah. Before talking about Nagendra, let me first congratulate the guys whoever have done that remarkable video. I think having played that video, we guys don't have anything to speak, frankly. Whatever we wanted to say, I think everything have come out in a very crisp way. Very well done. Really, you guys deserve that applause. Yeah, Nagendra, you were a very special guy for me. 15 years back, I happened to be the interviewer, and I think along with me, Satya was there. And he spent so many years in Japan, and he was very much fresh actually. It was, I think within about 15-20 days, he was already appearing for this interview. So interview started, and there are a few Japanese spelled out actually by him because he got so much used to that language. You know, even in that interview, he started giving answer in Japanese actually. Then what we did smartly was we changed it over to Kannada. Then things were simplified, and the interview was completely in Kannada. This I remember it very well. Do you remember that? But very, very specific pick, because we were Stam and Twicklung, most of you know that, and we started picking up serious developments, right? Peer 51, Peer 45 and things like that, and we were struggling in the product development because we used to offload the simulation because we really did not have so much in-house, and whatever the result which was coming back from offloading was completely wrong. It was not even parallel results. It was going in opposite direction, and we were lost. And you were the guy who gave us the confidence to our designers, and you were very, very close to that, and we could optimize the design very, very much, right? No, otherwise, such a small pump is not possible. I think nobody thought in the Bosch world that a pump of that small nature, we could able to generate so much of pressure simply because of your simulation inputs, Nagendra, because we were struggling with that barrel deformation. And then we remember that we used to give an undercut in that. I think that came out through that simulation, that is a place where it is, and that is not useful to generate the pressure. Remarkable thing. I think we missed to put a patent on that. You can do that now. Yeah. So like that, there are so many things, right? I think you were very famous with Abacus, right? And we were struggling with multibody. I think multibody is a place where Sundararaman got trained, right? But then he could able to also support you in talking, because the fundamentals was clear. I think you were not there at Amisim, but then you went there to Germany for Amisim training, right? No.
Last 3 years I've been doing
You are doing it, yeah? No, but whatever it is, I think at that stage, it was clueless for us, right? Okay. Jacob came in. Okay, I forgot, yeah. No, it was a really a niche area where in India, in that base development function, we were missing that, and you came and gave us so many nice, simple ideas, and we could able to generate. I think, and of late, you have then developed so many simulation engineers, right? You are a part of that. Suresh is a part of that. I think so many guys. How many of you are there now in simulation?
Three, but one time we were six.
Okay, good. Yeah. So, my best wishes to you, Nagendra, right? And let's keep in touch. Be calm. Be home, right? And take care of yourself. All the best.
Just want to let you know, everybody, he's the man who is responsible for me being in Bosch.
So be on the stage.
Oh, everything to him.
Yeah. Thank Thank you, Bhaskaran, for your beautiful words. I request you to felicitate our guest of honor with Mysore Peta. You can sit.
Thank you for that. Thank you for those beautiful words. Let's keep those memories rolling. I now request Putswami to convey a few fond memories.
Good evening to everyone. Good evening, Nagendra. I think I had an interaction with him since the day he joined, starting from introducing him for some of the colleagues. That is how we started an interaction. However, when we started developing a pump for a further higher level pressure, a lot of support from him, and later for an investigation, wherever there are some failures. First thing, do you have an FEA? Can we get it? So this is how we started an interaction. Of course, then interaction together with Sundar for RSV governor multi-body dynamics. So I don't know when you will release it, but still he's getting retired. But I don't know when you will release it. Okay. So that will still there is a hope for further activity. Okay. So only one thing you can observe him, the patience level. I don't think we can find it to that extent. Anybody observed, I don't say he becomes angry, he was a little bit upset. Do you remember those days? He smiled. So he used to become upset only when somebody expected FEA results as per his expectation, but they are coming in the reverse direction. Hope now you have guessed what time he had that type of tough situation. But I remember he still managed to bring the results in line with that requirement. So thank you very much for your support. Wish you all the best for the future. Enjoy the happy retirement life. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Please, thank you so much for those kind words. I also kindly request you to felicitate him with a shot.
Sir, ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಈ ಥರ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಫೋನ್
Thank you so much. I now request Shashikant to please come up on stage and share a few memories.
Okay, Nagendra, we once went to the Germany. The journey was quite calm. He always, I have to poke him to speak, and he is not ready to come outside, even though in the evening we have some free time. So, even after going there, he was studying and preparing for the meeting for the next day. So, every time you see him, only learning new things and exploring Germany is a priority number 2. So we have to learn from you a lot of this learning skills, and also he is passionate about teaching the mechanical basics. Whenever we ask, he come and teach us the basics. He has a very good basic mechanical skills where we have to learn much more from you on this mechanical. And thanks to all your support. I think Bhaskar mentioned all PF 45, PF 51, and all new product CP4IME. There are a lot of inputs has gone to these products, and those inputs making today this product working in the field robust. Thanks for all. Thanks for your support, and I wish you good luck. Happy retired life.
Thank you. Thank you for the wonderful words. Can you please ceremonially garland our guest of honor?
Thank you, Shashi. Now I would request Satyanarayan to say some words and his journey with Nagendra.
Good evening, friends. Sorry I'm a bit late today. My journey with Nagendra is as a neighbor. We were sitting next to each other, and most of our discussion with the normal matters other than the factory issues. But of course, our things were different. I was at testing and he was at design. So generally we used to discuss only about general issues. But one thing I remember when Bhaskar said, I think he joined at his mid-40s to Bosch. I was astonished a bit because we were seeing youngsters joining our R&D, and what is this old man joining us? I was also old like him, but I have come from the scratch. Okay.
Because of old one.
Maybe Bhaskar is better off with that. Then he slowly opened himself and he said he was working in Japan, his family was here, and it was a bit difficult to commute and all such things. He was looking for a job, and Bosch was the best opportunity for him. So he joined us, and later on I understood he is terrifically good in simulation. It is not of our line in our Bosch at that time. So Bhaskar has made a good decision of bringing that department, and it was quite helpful for our new designs. So Mr. Nagendra, I wish you all the best. Have a good health. What is required here afterwards? All along, Bosch was taking care. Now you have to take care of yourself. Okay? I wish you all the best. Happy retired life. Thank you.
What a uplifted story. Thank you, Satyanarayan sir, for those vibrant memories. I ask you to hand over dry fruit basket to Nagendra sir.
Only positive memories around. Thank you all. We've relived Nagendra's milestones at Bosch. Now let's glimpse his life along with his office peers. You can please take your seat.
Sir, you can have your
We'll-
seat there. Just, it's okay. You can wear it. Ilerli sir. Ilerli ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಕಂಫರ್ಟ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? Okay.
राजस्थान की धरती से खमा गए।
उम्मीद करते हैं आप जितनी मिठाइयाँ खानी चाहें हमेशा खा सकें।
ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਯੋਗਦਾਨ ਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ।
All the best for your second inning.
All the best.
Konnichiwa, Nagendra-san. Not Nagendra-san, Nagendra Sensei. You did not just teach me Japanese, you inspired me with your passion and energy at this age. You were always supportive and helpful. We will be missing your classes in which you used to teach us Japanese kanji. I wish you all the best for your new innings. Shiawa Sena Taishoku.
Nagendra, you have been my companion in the past year in my Japanese language journey and also taught the team members through regular classes. So thank you for that. Personally, I remember one instance where I was expressing my frustration of the laptop heating up and slowing down, and the next day there you were with a laptop stand. These small things leave a long and lasting impression. So thank you for the positive impact what you had on me and the team in general, and wishing you a very happy retirement and success in Sanjun and Nenka no Kenshin Otsukare Samadeshita.
Hello Nagendra Sensei. The first time when I heard about you, people told me that you are the father of simulation for Bosch in India, and that left a strong impression on me. It's been almost 2 years since when we started interacting regularly. I must say that you are the most calmest and coolest person I had ever met. Your emotional intelligence has always helped me to stay grounded whenever I feel biased or unsure. Thank you so much for that. Uchit Suke will always be staying with me. Your life journey has been a constant source of inspiration, motivation. What I admire that you were able to get your ikigai at very early stage of your life. I will really miss the Bhojpuri conversation and Japanese classes in our office hours. Wishing you a very happy retirement and life full of very good health and peace. Thank you once again, Nagendra Sensei.
Hello Nagendra sir. It's very difficult for us to believe and kind of sad for all of us that a person who is young and jovial at heart is getting retired today. I would definitely miss our conversations on my guitar learning journey as well as your life journey, your life experiences. And also now that you are getting retired, we may have to find a new sponsor for all our EMP3 group discussions. I wish you a very happy retired life, full of laughter, full of travel, and full of Japanese culture. Thank you.
Hi Nagendra sir. When I first arrived and entered the department, you were the first person to greet and wave at me. I was immediately struck by his presence, so much so that I flash chatted with him as Mr. Ratan Tata. For these past 4.5 months, I have learned just how incredibly humble he is and how beautiful he has nurtured and molded his life towards his career according to his family situation. As he steps into the third innings of his career, I wish him all the very best for next decade. Thank you.
So, those words were really excited. So, we have Sunil here for Nagendra send-off. Now, I would request Sunil to say some words about Nagendra along with his journey.
First of all, I apologize for coming late. I had to address some design issues. Which I had design issues, which was created by myself. That's why I had to come late. So please pardon me. There is a lot to speak on Nagendra. So I think already people have mentioned. If you look at the simulation, I think Bhaskaran during the time. We were only knowing, when we talk about simulation, only FEA, some strength analysis when we talk about. But later, how the simulation has developed, like, somebody was mentioning like a father of simulation in the engineering. So that credit goes to Nagendra. So after he came, we could see what exactly the simulation in the real terms. Of course, we were seeing in the, say, on the systems, we used to hear something from the BGS colleagues, BGSW colleagues. But after he came, we started venturing into various fields of simulations. Yeah, in the FEA, not just a simple static load test or dynamic, we are going in detail of MFAT analysis. And then that's where the journey started. I think all the colleagues have seen who have taken the FEA to very high levels of, I would say, kind of innovation and also in the complex models. Then we started entering into the various fields, MBD, CFD, AMISIM analysis, not only in the component and also taking on the system level. But it's all possible because of you, Nagendra. It's not that you are taking lead, you also started developing your team members too there. One thing you should amaze Nagendra, I'm still sure he's still practicing this like this. Whenever you go to his seat, you will see a book next to his seat, next to his monitor. So if somebody want to have a role model for leading myself, you will not get better than Nagendra. Even at this age, also, he wants to learn something new. When he was doing AMISIM, when we are losing the people, he used to come. Give me some time, I will learn MBD. Give me some time, I will learn CFD. I will want to work on new things there. That's the passion and then I would say the dedication he used to show. Not only he, and always he used to come and say, the colleagues, he is having this gap, why can't we send him to, say, the experts in, let us say, in Firebug or in Bari, thereby he developed. So why I'm saying this example, as a leader, not that by developing himself, he wants to also develop his team members, and he was constantly looking for this. As a person, I think you would have been very, very disciplined. I think I was, sometimes even if I go by 7:25, and I thought I'll maybe the first person, but he'll be in office, 7:15, 70. Maybe it's very difficult for some of you youngsters to catch up like this, 7:15, 7:20. Most of the times, if he's agreed that is coming to office, he's there, I think maximum by 7 or 7:50. 7 he is there. He is the first one almost to enter. And then you could see when he starts and the end, the passion at which work and then the concentration work, no distraction, fully involved in the work what he is doing then. That's the, I would say, that shows what Nagendra is there and then how he has developed the simulation. So Nagendra, thank you so much for all the support and also taking the simulation to the very high level. And I'm sure you are not going to stop. I understood that you want to continue this, not here. I don't know if I am right. You are still pursuing. You want to continue the working in simulation in US. If I am right, or I don't know whether the plans have changed in the last 1 year. But this was my understanding. It depends on the Trump. But you can. But see, his passion still continue. He wants to learn. So thank you so much for all the support and contribution. And I wish you all the best for a new innings. Not only happy and a healthy life in it. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sunil, for those wonderful words.
Finally, thanks for the Sundar and the team for remembering me and calling me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sunil. Thank you so much, Sunil, for those wonderful words. If you could please give Nagendra sir a bouquet and a box of sweets from
Sir, can you have a seat? Problem ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ Okay, it's okay. One minute.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಬಿಡಿ 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 Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sunil. Feeling energized? Let's keep the vibes high and have a bit of fun. I now request Harsha and team to enact a small fun skit.
Sir, you can have the seat.
Welcome, Tanaka-san. Yamamoto-san. I hope you had a good ride from airport to office.
Surendra sir is not there. Can we just start with the sign language? Should we just keep going till he comes?
難しいね。In Japan, no, sometimes we go for so long, we miss lunch.
ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲ್ಲ.
I am sorry, ne. Traffic jam. Even Google Maps needed jugad. Sorry. Tanaka-san, Yamamoto-san, have your seat.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Hi, arigatou gozaimashita.
Welcome, Tanaka-san, Yamamoto-san. I hope they had Indian chai.
Tanaka-san, Yamamoto-san, Indo no chai wa oishikatta desu ka?
Chai, hai. Karakute, odorakimashita.
Karakute? Sir, they are saying Indian chai is spicy. They were about to call firefighter, ne?
In Japan, no, team makes us come. Yeah, we come away.
Only in India, he is like Wi-Fi. Nobody works without it.
ಏನ್ ಗುರು ಟೀ ಕುಡಿದಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಫೈರ್ ಬ್ರಿಗೇಡ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತವ್ರೆ. ಸುರೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್, ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಆಸ್ಕ್ ವೆದರ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸಮ್ ಸಮೋಸಾಸ್? ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದೇ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಇಟ್.
Tanaka-san, Yamamoto-san, samosa wa tabemashita ka?
Samosa?
Hai.
Sorry, Japanese speaking. Samosa ate ebi tempura mitai na aji desu ka?
Ebi tempura. Sir, they wants to know ebi tempura means fried fish.
Fish?
It's more like eatable surprise. They don't know until they bite.
ಏನ್ ಗುರು ಹೆಂಗ್ ಹೇಳೋದು? 田中さん、山本さん、サモサは食べてみろまで何が入っているかわからない。エディブルサプライズですね。そうか。そうですか。はいはいはい。
In our canteen, last surprise was a chili. Everyone cried. Oh, speaking of surprises. Oh, man. This project got off.
何をしますか？
It's on. Sorry, guys, for the technical issues. If it works, it's technology. If it works after hitting, it's jugad.
Indo surprise only in food or business also?
Business also surprise come mainly via your bosses, not from clients.
ಹೆಂಗೆ ಹೇಳೋದು ಗುರು ಇದು ತನಕ ಸಾನ್ ಯಮಮೋಟೋ ಸಾನ್ ಇಂದೋではビジネスのサプライズをほとんど上司からメールですね。
おー、ワールドワイドプロブレム。
はいはい、ワールドワイドプロブレムね。はいはい。日本は素晴らしいです。
すごい。Your accent is very Bollywood.
Surendra sir, ask them, have they seen any Bollywood movies? They're talking about some Indian movies.
田中さん、山本さん、インドの映画を見たことがありますか？
私も好きです。
クチクチホタルಯಾವುದು ಗುರು ಇದು ಕುಚಿ ಕುಚಿ ಹೋತಾ ಹೈ ಹಾ
sorry
Yamamoto san kuchi hotaru means mouth fire fry ne kuchi hota hai something happens.
So Bollywood and everybody dances, sings anytime. Is it true in office also?
Only when ASR comes, sir.
Next meeting, HR dance together.
Only if you will promise to bring some business from Japan to India, that will increase our TNS and give it. Then we can.
よろしくお願いします。
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。
Can anyone from audience relate to this skit? No. That's true. But that's true.
How much it has worked demonstrating?
Yes, your answer is partially right. But this skit basically harks back to Nagendra's initial days at Bosch, where he acted as an interpreter to diphtheria during Suzuki's visit to Banfield.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. Now over to Shonam to take us through for a while.
Thanks, Ritwik. So, wonderful skit, guys, depicting Nagendra's initial days of being an interpreter. So, now I would like to take an opportunity to call someone from the audience who would like to speak their thoughts about Nagendra.
Yeah.
Check.
Hi, good evening, colleagues. Good evening. And I remember Nagendra from 2010 when he joined Bosch and our department. And being in the same department, I have a lot of memories with him. And some of them are already mentioned. Thanks to Bhaskaran, because this simulation team was set up. Because before the simulation team, we guys were designers and doing only calculations and whatever old simulations were from the Germany. But this simulation team that was established, it helped a lot. Some of the products were mentioned like PF51 or PF45, and a lot of issues we used to face in the platform project. If the plunger seizure, we will go to him asking, sir, simulations big. And then shaft breakage in case of some localization projects and all. But it helped a lot. I really remember. But we would have given him a lot of trouble. So my point of view, because what point of view? Yeah. Hi. Because when the results are shown to us, first
First of all, I will not understand completely. Then I'll have to see again and again, and then call for one meeting. And this gentleman, Shashi, he is not happy and not satisfied. Then we go into iterations and iterations. Actually, those are the one which helped as a designer to understand the product better. Otherwise, I don't know. We would have simply done some endurance test and took some decision, maybe right or wrong. But the simulations and especially the plunger barrel deformations, if I remember, it was done for PF45, and somewhere the report came from Germany. So some few pages we will not understand, but with the help of Nagendra, we could understand how it is done, and what we can apply to our new products in India, what we were developing. Thank you, Nagendra, and there were many occasions when we will come to you. Okay, you put torque, you put hydraulic pressure, then you put also simulate temperature, and then give us the simulation result. Yeah, additionally vibrations. And I remember those days when Lombardini PDM issues on the engine. We went to him several iterations, maybe 20, 30 iterations, and the bunch of slides, 50 or 60 slides, and a lot of simulation and FE analysis. But really, those helped for us to understand the product better and the probable root causes and how we can overcome them and put them in the new designs that we are handling. So thank you, Nagendra, for all your support and association. And during those days, we used to also go back in the evening the same direction, because he was also living on the Bannerghatta road, and we used to get a lot of time to discuss. He used to accompany in my car, and he became more close to me because we had some common friends. My classmates from diploma were also his colleagues in BEML. That how also our attachment increased, and we could discuss a lot. And thank you for all that companionship, friendship, and wish you all the best for your retired life from all of us here. And thank you.
Thank you, Venkatesh, for your kind words. Anyone else would like to go?
Check. So first, thanks Sundar and Suresh for extending this invitation. For me, it's like homecoming, right? For me, in January, I'm completing 10 years, Sunil. So it's going very fast, but I feel as if it's very happy to see all of you, and many things change, right? But one person who doesn't change over time is Nagendra. Yeah, right. I think he's been my first boss when I joined Bosch. So I think our success in our career, always we contribute a lot to our first boss. The first boss always adds a lot of weightage to the way you are developing in a career. And for me, few things about Nagendra is he's so passionate about what he's doing, engineering. I think the first day when I came here, I got a bit frightened, Sunil, to be honest, because as you were mentioning, he had this big fluid dynamics and thermodynamics book. Yeah, and I was running some simulation back then. We had Jacob also. Okay, then I was running some simulation, and then he immediately pulled the fluid mechanics book and searching for Navier-Stokes equation and so on. But I think the way he goes to the physics, understands the physics in each and every problem, I think it's fantastic. Initially, I thought he's more of a finite element, a structural analysis person. But I think with the way he started doing the MSM simulations, started doing the CFD simulations, by understanding the basics and then applying to it, I think it's really phenomenal. And thanks a lot. I think we have a lot of things learned from you there. He also been my companion for about 4 to 5 years, for lunch, for snacks in the morning, in the afternoon. We had a lot of very good discussions, which I always carry.
Of course, we also had another person, Deepak, who is not there, unfortunately, but we had fantastic memories during the lunch times. I think these are very small memories. I think we are all humans, and we are all, the only thing which we take back is the memories, right? I think for me, as long as I remember Bosch, the first person who comes to me is Nagendra, right? So that's the thing. And he's one such guy who is passionate or dedicated in whatever he does. He comes to office. I'm sure he was a fantastic son to his parents. He was a fantastic spouse. He was a fantastic dad to his daughter, right? And also for many of us, right, he's been a fantastic role model, right? Discipline is something which we cannot take from him, right? He comes to office. I think his behavioral pattern is very, very, very disciplined. He comes to office at that particular time. I don't know even if he's managing to do now in Bangalore traffic. Hats off to you. But 6:45 in office, he's in office. 6:45 to 7 o'clock in office, right? One very fond memory about Nagendra is that, I think we used to have 8:45 to 9:30 time, 8:45 to 5:30 time, or 5:45, and he used to stand in the punching machine. 5:45, like, sir, what are you waiting for? No, it's still not 5:45, it's 5:44. Like, we all were standing behind him for 5:45 for the clock to reach. Yeah, so that's a kind of dedication. But I'm sure it looks very silly, right? But I think at this stage, in this generation of, we cannot find anyone like that. That's a passion what he has, right? So thanks a lot for that, for a lot of learnings from you. And one person, I think it's been 5 to 6 years since I moved out of ENP, but he pings me once in 6 months. Once in 6 months. Today morning he pinged me, Ranjit, see you in the evening. And I'm on leave today. And for me, I'm here for Nagendra, right? I don't want to miss your farewell. And it's also Dasara session, and we kept all Bombays and Golus at home. And my wife was like, "You don't have any work. Why are you going to office?" I told my first boss's superannuation. She told, "Is it Nagendra? Please go." Right? I mean, I'm telling from the bottom of my heart, because that's the time I got married, and we, a lot of discussion and super memories about ENP. Also, working with all of you, and for me, Nagendra is at the center, epitome of my simulation journey in EMP. So, thanks a lot, and wish you all good luck. I think forget about Bosch. You have impacted so many people in Bosch positively. You have contributed more for Bosch. I don't know how Bosch contributed. For sure, it is, yeah. But dedicatedly for so many years, day in day out, you have done it for Bosch, right? So that's one of the biggest achievement for you, and it's a testament for the journey what you have with us. So for the rest of your life, enjoy your passion. And very nice to see the Japanese. I think it was just the initial thing coming out when I was in 2019, 2020, but seeing so many people passionately talking about Japanese and Nagendra, I'm like, wow, seriously, right? So thanks a lot. I mean, you are a great teacher. I'm sure you will have an innings. I know something in terms of teaching or in simulation or somewhere. And we were discussing about your green card. We've been telling, okay, in 8 years we'll get, in 7 years we'll get, 6 years we'll get. I hope you already have your green card, or yeah. One thing, how things change, right? In 2016, I still remember, he was the one in the entire RBN building in the PA80 complex who wants Trump. Right? He used to fight for, like, hey, Obama is this, Obama is that. No, we need Trump. We need to bring passionate people and all these things. And I hope you are still the same. Yeah. And one thing which I really liked about is, as we grow older, wiser, whatever it is, our desires has to be always, grounded. This is something, a key learning from me. From Nagendra for me. I think in 2017 I went to Firepark. Came back, so he was like, Ranjit, can you do me one favor, right? Like, I was like, what? Whether some alcohol bottle or something. Then he said, can you buy me this lead pencil? He told me some brand, I don't remember, right? And a piece of lead for me. I like, yeah, why not? I'll do that. The next day he came to me like, no, Ranjit, next month I'm going to US. I'll get it from there. Thank you. So, he grows, right? But the desires, what we call, right? These desires are always at the very grounded level. That is something which I like about him. Yeah. So thanks a lot, sir. Enjoy your rest of the life, and wish you a happy and healthy life. And glad to be here. And thanks everyone for calling me for his farewell. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Ranjit, for your words. Anybody else would like to go now?
Hello, good evening all. Good evening, sir. So I have moved out of Bosch, but still I got this invitation. Thank you very much for the organizers. Thank you, Sundar. And about Nagendra sir, I can say enough. Like I can't say enough that as rightly mentioned, so many things what I wanted to tell because for me Nagendra sir is like the best impression of Bosch. Like whatever after my journey at Bosch, I went on becoming a manager for a team, and I could only apply what I learned from Nagendra sir. So it's helped me a lot to grow in my career, even though it's just a short period of 4.5 5 years. That helped a lot me to grow in my career as well. So thank you very much, sir. And to tell about Nagendra sir, he's so dedicatedly passionate about his job. Like he, first of all, it is a wonder that I got into Bosch out of nowhere, thanks to Ranjit and Nagendra sir who interviewed me. Out of 300 resumes, like out of nowhere connection to Amesim, they saw like what I am dedicatedly passionate about, and they selected me. Based on that, I could also contribute to the team. But yeah, like from like he at his age, like when I joined team, he was so calm and composed in making me understand the product. He would directly say, let's take a printout in A0, the whole Amazing model, and he would sit next to me and trying to understand detailedly telling what are each of these components. So that is his dedication level to teach to somebody. So he is the excellent teacher what we have, and also he is passionate about languages. Like we remember our coffee times, like we can talk in any languages in India, like be it Bihari, be it Telugu, Tamil. Like he speaks every language. Like I thought like I am just learning these languages, but he could reply in those languages. So it was very strange, and also international languages. And one more thing I learned from him is like he's passionate about some things, like very particular about say watches, very good pencil, very good stationery items. So it's not that common that people grow passion for this. So I would, and also one additional thing I want to add is after like seeing at him, I would think in my back of my mind, after retirement, I want to be like a sorted person like him. Like he has so many passions. Like he can follow anything. He can also translate language. He can do so many things. He is always learning at his any age. So because of that, I kept him as role model. So I wanted to definitely attend this. Thank you so much for the invitation, and all the very best.
Thank you, Kiran. Who would like to go?
Check. So hi Nagendra. I will not take too long. I just want to reiterate some of the things that I think a lot of people have already said. The first thing is the memories that we had with all our discussions and our talks in the tea time when I was in ENP. I think those are some of my most cherished memories in Bosch, because we talked about so many different things, and I still go back and think about those things. I think this is also mentioned by Ranjit. So thank you very much for that. And the second thing that I want to highlight is someone mentioned that you are a very humble person. This is something I got to experience firsthand, because when I joined ENP in 2015, and at that time we were working on PF65, CP4ME, and Nagendra was one of my go-to persons to try to learn many of those topics, like the barrel bore deformation, how the stress distribution happens. And the way he helped and teach, even though I was like a fresher in the organization and he is a very experienced senior person, the patience that he had, the humility with which he taught, it is really something I have tried to take away. I try to emulate that also with my juniors, and I hope to carry it for the rest of my career. So thank you for that. That's my one biggest takeaway from you, and I wish you all the very best in your retired life.
Thank you, Animesh. Now I would like to request Dinumali to hand over a token of remembrance to Mr. Nagendra.
Sir,
Now I would like to call upon stage Mr. Manjunath to share a few words on Nagendra.
Good evening, everyone. To talk about Nagendra sir, there is a Tamil word. I am Kannadiga, but still, Tagadi. So, usually to speak to a person, we should have the same powerhouse so that you speak at the same pace, same knowledge level. Maybe in 12 years at ENP, I have spoken very less because I felt the Tagadi is very less when I see him. I may not match his knowledge level, so all my inquiries will only go through his colleagues. If they have doubts, they go to him. I irritate them, they go there. So that's the way the communication exists between me and Nagendra sir. Thanks a lot for your guidance and support to ENP, specifically for A pump and VE pumps. I can only say the passion should continue. You will continue with that. Thanks a lot.
Sir, be on the stage. We would like you to hand over a small remembrance gift. Yes, you can have a seat.
Now I would like to hand it over back to Santosh and Rutvik.
Yeah, thank you, Shaunak. I now request handing over of HR Silver Memento from Lasya. Okay, no. Next over. Lasya, can you hand over the bouquet as well? Yeah, Lasya, a few words from you.
So, as an HRBP, I haven't been for quite a long time. My interactions are quite limited, but the first time we met was in BLC, one of the BU retreats, and he was extremely calm. As you can see with the height, we are backbenchers. We were sitting at the very, very end, and that's when we met for the first time. We spoke, and then he spoke about knowing Telugu and how we became, conversationalists. Post that, I think he said, I'll walk back home from BLC. And I asked, okay, is it some 200, 300 meters from here? And he goes, no, about 4-5 kilometers. And I said, are you serious? And he said, yes. And that was the first conversation. I'm like, you've very much, very calm demeanor, very, very, soft spoken. So that's always something I admire. And your inspirations to youngsters also, I can see every day there's a walk that happens after lunch. And in fact, there was one day you were not there, you were on leave, and he very much came for that walk, said hi to me, and I said, okay, very good, you're inspiring in spite of your absence. So that's amazing. So technically I don't know much, but as a person you've always been very nice, very soft spoken. So please, and stationery is something even I share a passion for. I would like to really connect with you on that. So kudos to you and congratulations on your retirement.
Thanks, Lasya, for your kind words. Let us continue with few thoughts of our colleagues through video.
Very warm. Hi Nagendra. Very warm greetings from Feuerbach, Germany, from your long-time simulation partners at PSEVI. Fortunately, I was informed by Suresh that you will soon be entering your well-deserved retirement, which gives me the opportunity to send you a few final words. We have known each other for decades now, And I still vividly remember your first visit to Feuerbach, where you came to gain insights into our simulation methods and tools. Since then, you have been a key figure in building a sustainable simulation team within diesel development in India. And as we can clearly see today, this has been a great success. Thank you sincerely for your dedication and contributions to our company. We wish you all the best for this new exciting chapter in your life. Enjoy your retirement to the fullest. Farewell.
My dear Nagendra, it feels like just yesterday we were deep in the weeds of modeling valve pump on hydraulic circuit with Amazon. And yet, here we are today, marking a truly significant milestone, your well-deserved retirement. For many years, you haven't just been a colleague, you have been an invaluable partner in the fascinating, sometimes frustrating, but always rewarding world of simulation studies. Your deep understanding, your meticulous approach to validation, model design, and data analysis, particularly when our simulation decided to throw a curveball, have been a constant source of inspiration. I personally want to thank you for the good collaboration within the frame of the IDN network. Your perspective shaped by your background and experiences truly enrich our work and often led us to solutions we might not have found otherwise. While we will certainly miss your contribution to our simulation efforts, we are all incredibly happy for you as you embark in this exciting new chapter of your life. May your retirement be filled with joy, relaxation, and the pursuit of all the passion you have put on hold. Thank you, Nagendra, for everything. We wish you all the very best.
Good evening to all, and above all, good evening to you, Nagendra. Or should I tell Konbanwa, Nagendra-san? Yes, because I don't know how many of you are aware that Nagendra is able to talk in Japanese. And the most important thing of this topic is that he didn't tell me when we met the first time, but it was something that I came to know from Bhaskaran that was highlighting this capability. And it's a part of the personality of Nagendra that I want to highlight in this evening. That is the topic of Nagendra having a wide experience, a wide knowledge, but never highlighting it, telling in a way of to be a superior guy in front of the other. And this kind of being humble was also the leitmotif of our relationship. Able always to put on the table solution to some crazy question that were coming to my mind. I was remembering when I was walking to him and he was saying, "Oh my God, what now hell he wants to ask to me?" But this is part of the story, part of the joke that also was coming in this nice period that we were together. What else to tell? And again, thanks also for all the effort that you put on the table to protecting me by the energy of Jacob with your, let's say, patience and also with your way to work. And what else to tell? I imagine already all your colleagues in India in this moment that are already telling Nagendra, Woka e, Patane, Ayupapa, Bosch, Nagendra Bina. So, how to conclude my greetings to you. All the best for new life, for new opportunities that you will have. And hello to everybody. Have a nice evening.
Hello, sir. So it has been 15 years since you joined Bosch, and 2010 you are our co-pilot, sir. You have been always providing us the technical informations that we required to solve the problem. You would never touch your laptop. You would never get into the Google. You will just have these books. You always trust books. You always read books. I know you like Bhagavad Gita. You would also speak verses from Bible. No, that's really amazing. Man with high intellectual quality, and then it's very good. You are always down to earth. You never constrain yourself with any of the projects. You would only look into the problem and try to solve it. Whoever comes, you always had very humble, low voice. So for the knowledge what you had, and the way you speak yourself, it is like, you are not trying to project yourself to be highly skilled. That is something amazing, sir. And also you are that, first 6 to 7 views, which we will be getting it in YouTube for our amateur short film, which we took in 2013, I guess. And Suresh was there, and then Ismail was there, Bala was there, and we have been making the short films. And you would really, push us, and then you will treat our gangers like really, somebody who is doing movies like Avatar and things like that. Hope to make more short films for you to watch. And I remember you have been telling, people would spend their money on cars and gadgets for their satisfaction, and I would, spend my money on the pen. I never seen somebody who is spending money on the pen. So that's really amazing, sir. And happy retirement, sir. Be in touch. Stay healthy, sir. Thank you.
Wow, fun, caring moments that. Now I would like to know if Sundar had any few words to share with us.
Good evening, everyone. So it's a nostalgic moment. See, we have been traveling together for this 15 years, more or less. We were there right from my simulation days. And when we first heard there is a guy who is going to join us, who is like returned from US, who has returned from Japan, who has worked in Toyota, NASA, Boeing, we were all worried, oh, what kind of guy he will be. Then came this guy who was so humble, we could not believe. We were thinking, really, was he in Japan, was he in US, or really in NASA, or what? Then we understood slowly when we interacted. Then he became a go-to guy for all the ENP and BU colleagues. Any technical doubt, you go to him. And you all might have played the book cricket, right? So that is the way he picks up the equation from the book. Like you ask him what is the equation for a damping coefficient, he'll open a book like this, here it is. So this is the level to which he knows the books. So and we guys binge watch Netflix over the weekend. What he does, he reads technical books as his hobby. Yeah, and he can finish a technical book over a weekend. Really, he had done that, I think. Dieter book or the metallurgy Dieter book, I think he had completed it in 1 weekend or so. So he is completely different. We cannot imagine him, yeah. And it's not that he's also, like many spoke, he's very humble. So he likes to spend time with the younger guys, like Arun mentioned. So he was giving comments about his movies and other things. So when somebody, a senior level guy goes to him for a tea time, you will not be comfortable. But send a junior guy, you will be very happy and discussing so well all the topics and all office gossips, everything, like a young guy. That's why all the ENP3 colleagues, even now they feel they are going to miss a new young guy in the team, not an old guy like Nagendra. So this is something amazing, yeah, which we all envy you. Like it's not easy to have this at this age. And you are also a big learner, like Sunil was mentioning. Whenever there was a gap, like CFD, when people left, MBD, when I left, you were there to take it. And you just didn't take it. Yeah, like Amazim, we know you didn't get trained anywhere. You took that and you have also changed the complete model. You have brought it into the new version, which is not an easy task. Yeah, you have to understand the complete model and then build it. Yeah. So this is something which we all have to really learn to adapt. And personally also for my DRBFM, in fact, I had a setback as well. Like it's not only the technical support. When I had a setback, I go to him, I say, after a bad session, Bhaskar knows, the first session was a very bad session. He asked me, what is this you are presenting? So then I go to him, I just tell him, he says, don't worry, everything will be good. I'll give you some equations, I'll give you some notes, you can take it. The one equation which helped me get level 4 was the damping coefficient equation for the vibrations, yeah, which helped me crack that entire story and build into a level 4 story. Thank you for that, really. Otherwise, I would not have succeeded in getting the level 4 certification, yeah. And what else? Yeah, these are some of the memories what I have with him. Maybe I can speak many things. I'm not getting those thoughts now. Thank you so much for everything you've done. You are leaving a legacy which is not easy to fill for any of us. It's not an easy task for us to fill it. Thank you very much for all what you have done to the team, to the people who have spoken or who have not spoken, who have come to you for anything. And on my behalf and on ENP's behalf, I am thanking you so much for all the and wishing you a healthy and happy life. Enjoy the things what you wanted to do. Of course, you have a lot of passion. I remember once he told me, many of you would not know that and believe that. He said once we should go to my home in Mysore, we should get drunk fully. We could not do it unfortunately, but this was one of his, I think 10-15 years back he told me this. We wanted to execute that, we could not unfortunately do that. So thank you and all the best, sir.
Thank you, Sundar. I just got a message. There are still many more colleagues who wish to share their wishes. The appreciation for you just doesn't seem to stop.
Today, we bid farewell to a true master in simulation. Your meticulous approach and innovative thinking have guided our team through complex challenges. I will personally miss your expertise in selecting the monthly cakes. Wishing you all the best, Nagendra-san.
Hello, Nagendra sir. I think I'm very thankful to my friend Kiran, who has referred me for a job in simulation team in Bosch India. With that job, I came in contact with you. I think from there our stint has started. I think from the day one, you have been very warm and welcoming. From the first day of interview to till today, the 6 years I have spent like have flown in no time. Something I'm very glad that I'm very thankful that you have taught me many professional, technical and interpersonal skills and getting good control over my emotions and how I think and think in peace. That helped me both personally and professionally. You have always maintained a phenomenal relation with me or Suresh or even your previous colleagues, which I can say from my experience of working with you. You have always supported us and made us so comfortable to be good at our work.